This is a press report for Eufaula Fire Department for September 23rd through 26th. As you can see, it's basically we had a total of 13 incidents, all of them being EMS related. We had one public service assistance and we had one false alarm. Other than that, they were all medical calls, ALS being the majority of them. So I really don't have much other to report than that. I would like to say now we're expecting our new ambulances coming in tomorrow morning. We've got a new ambulance that we've ordered and it should be delivered in the morning. And once we get it in service and everything, we'd like basically to get a picture of it to y'all if y'all don't mind, and putting it and just get a little write-up, if you will, or what have you, about getting it in. We're purchasing a van ambulance as a backup to our fleet that we've got now. Y'all heard of the 6.0 diesels engines? Mm-hmm. Big problems with them. Ford. All of our trucks have 6.0 diesels engines in them, and we've been having a lot of problems. Once you get about 150,000 miles on them, they have a tendency to have a lot of issues. Mm-hmm. So we went ahead and just purchased a van ambulance as a backup. It's a gas burner, but it's something we're looking forward to putting in service. So as soon as we get it delivered and get it in service, we'd like to give y'all some more information on that. So hopefully it'll probably be next Thursday before we do all that, because I'd be first of the week getting it actually insurance, tags, titles, all that stuff. So.
All cleaning services strive to be like Pelham Cleaning Service, because Pelham Cleaning Service uses the best equipment and has the knowledge to do the job right. Pelham Cleaning Service, located at the corner of Dale Road and West Washington Street in the Fish Market. Ken and Ronnie Pelham, equipment and experience for the big job to the small job. Call 695-6877. That's 695-6877.
Will that save you some money?
I'm not going to say it's going to save us any money as much as what it's going to do is we've had problems with breakdowns here over the last few months to where we really needed a dependable backup truck. As a matter of fact, the truck that we were using for a backup, it actually broke down a couple of times with patients on board. So those are things we like to not happen. So now, and that being a gas burner, it may save us some fuel money too on top of that, especially with the cost of diesel fuel now. So,
what's the main difference on the configuration of the ambulance?
It's room. You take a Ford Econoline van, and they put what they call an ambulance conversion kit into it. Put a stretcher in there, put some shelves, so really you've only got one side to sit on and actually take care of the patient, where the boxes that we generally run, you have access to both sides all the way around the patient and all that. If something happened and you have a real critical patient, you need to take extra personnel with you for treatment or extra equipment, we definitely keep taking the boxes. But if it's a transfer to Dothan, this is what we're talking about, this is a transfer vehicle from hospital to hospital, and it's a basic transport, or it's a transport that really all they need is a cardiac monitor, it's something that you can take, and it would actually, you don't need that extra room for it in a lot of cases. But now there are times we go up to the hospital and I'll have 3 pumps and a ventilator and person basically on death's door, so you need all the room you can get. And on times we need to take an extra person with us to actually help. So we're not getting rid of our boxes, but we're just buying us a dependable backup, so we'll have something to ride with.
This money was budgeted last year for you?
Actually, it wasn't. We the rescue squad takes money and we keep a CD in place for contingencies, and that's what we did was cash one of those CDs in with the approval of the rescue squad board, and then it has to go before city council, and they did the approval. We didn't have a plan on buying one this year. It's just situation required us to step up and do it. $66,500. Now that's the other good thing about the van is if we'd have went with a box, you're looking at $130, so it's half the cost of the bigger trucks that we run. So. Okay.
It was the craziest thing.
See, my wife's a flincher. It's okay. The one time I could have used a heads up,
Bam. I was putting on lipstick.
The good news is, Alpha has the largest customer service team in Alabama. So you'll be dealing with people here, not all over the country.
Oh, sorry.
For a plan built just for you, contact Keith Bryan in Eufaula.
Good morning, Larry Hubbard, Eufaula Police Department, and I'll be doing the crime report period of September 23rd through September 26, 2013. During this reporting period, we had a total of 47 arrests, 36 traffic and 11 misdemeanor or felony. Investigated 4 accidents. On our traffic arrests, we had 21 for speeding, 4 of those being more than 25 miles an hour over. Had 1 reckless driving, 2 for running a stop sign, 1 for no driver's license, 1 driving while suspended, 1 improper tag, 2 seatbelt violations, 2 for improper lane usage, 1 improper equipment, 1 for loud music, and 3 for no proof of insurance. On our misdemeanor arrests, we had 1 assault, 1 disorderly conduct, 2 theft of property, 1 failure to appear for court, 1 contempt of court, 1 for criminal mischief, and 1 possession of marijuana 2nd degree. On our felony arrests, we had 2 arrests for robbery and 1 for possession of a controlled substance. All right, on our offense reports, we had reported distribution of a controlled substance on West Washington Street, which was some methadone medication. And the distribution can be given, sold. It doesn't have to be, selling crack cocaine on the corner. It could be me giving you some prescription controlled medication, and that is distribution of a controlled substance, subject to felony arrest. All right, we have possession of marijuana 2nd, Eufaula Avenue at Barber Creek. Theft of property 2nd on South Eufaula Avenue. A steel demolition saw was taken from Marvin's there at the front. We are currently investigating that. We have a theft of property 3rd on Cherry Street, and we have our last meeting, y'all asked me about some thefts that were occurring in a certain area. The days after that meeting we've had like a neighborhood watch or a group of citizens get together, and there were a number of thefts that weren't reported to us. So the neighborhood knew what was going on, but we didn't know it. We are aware of it. We have added extra patrols, and we have assigned some misdemeanor crimes to detectives that would normally only investigate felonies. So we are definitely looking into it and not just giving it once over. It's going to be investigated to the fullest. And this is one of the other reports. Theft of property happened between May and September of this year. Some ladders, 33 the green plastic stackable chairs, a vase, a hammer, a hatchet, an axe, some drop cloths. A good number of items were taken.
This is from a number of residents.
That's from one resident right there. One residence over a period of 6 months. We have a burglary and theft on North Eufaula Avenue, 2 in chairs, rocking chair. We had harassment on State Docks, criminal mischief on Cherry Street. It's where appears to be where someone tried to get in the house. We have some damage done to a door facing and the storm door glass. We have theft of property and criminal mischief on West Broad. Glass window is damaged. Okay, what this is you have a robbery also associated with this. It was a shoplifting that went bad. The store personnel attempted to detain a shoplifter. That shoplifter decided he wanted to fight with the personnel and ended up going through the front glass of the store. And anytime during shoplifting, if the suspect becomes combative, it becomes robbery. It automatically becomes a felony. So he has been arrested on felony robbery charges.
Sure, the chorus, my name is Lucky, and the reason they calls me Lucky is cause I got all of this money. And the reason I got all of this money is because I sells me gold on Dale Road.
Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road.
This was Piggly Wiggly?
Yes, we're downtown. And that's well, just a couple of years on the books, and it's really helped us put some teeth into, because as y'all know, we have a lot of shoplifting in this town, and the businesses are fed up with it, and they're starting to prosecute and starting to do something about it. And this kind of law gives them some backup. So if they want to fight over a steak, they can be charged with a felony then. So you and I are having to pay for these steaks that are getting stolen, and $12 a pound steak. Well, $6 of that is theft. So maybe we can put a stop to some of it. Criminal mischief on East Barber. We have Chevy Impala quarter panels are scratched. Harassment on East Washington. Domestic violence third on East Union, and that would be between ex-boyfriend and girlfriend. Criminal mischief third, East Washington. Animal trap. I didn't see this one. Let's see what it is. Someone destroyed one of our traps that we put out for feral cats and whatnot. We had an unintended natural death on South Randolph. An elderly gentleman passed away. Disorderly conduct on Lake Drive. I was at the high school. We have and that was 2 students. It was not administration involved. Theft of property involving a juvenile. Pair of shoes valued at $200. And that was at the school, and it's juvenile took the shoes from another juvenile, and they were returned. We have a juvenile disorderly conduct. East Barber here at the police department. We had a young person decide they wanted to act out here, and the young person was subsequently transferred to the diversion center in Dothan. So this is not a place you want to show out. We have had a missing juvenile yesterday evening that was that returned home. We had a juvenile arrested for disorderly conduct. And on our adult arrest, we have Tristan Horn arrested for contempt of court. I believe that's Dorothy Ray arrested for failure to appear, which the new system, it calls it bail jumping, but it's failure to appear. Carlos Andre Richardson arrested for robbery, and that was the Piggly Wiggly incident. And the other 2 charges will be dismissed. They're lesser included on the robbery. We have Walter Peterson arrested for robbery first. This is an older case. He's been in prison in Georgia and was released when we picked him up. And again, Walter Peterson, theft of property. Breon Richardson arrested for assault third. William Dansby arrested, possession of marijuana 2nd degree. Edward Griffin arrested for distribution of a controlled substance. And that's all.
Got a question for you, something that came up. I've got a ring here that was turned into a business. I forgot the sheet. I've got the address of the school, their phone number and everything, but I imagine the place to bring it is here. It's a ring from out of town, a class ring found in the Walmart parking lot.
Okay. Yeah, you can give it to Alicia at the front desk.
Okay. And I'll get her the information. I just went off and left the paper.
If
How'd you get?
Actually, somebody brought it into Harry Perkins, and he asked me to bring it down. They said they were just trying to return it. They found it in the parking lot. Why they didn't take it to
What school
Walmart?
is that? When might?
Oh, it's not here. It's in Mississippi.
Yeah, but they may, somebody may know who was.
Yeah,
arrested too or something
okay,
like that.
I'll call you
It's
and give you all.
engraved
Yeah,
with the name Justin Wright.
JUSTIN-WRIGHT.
yeah.
What
Yes.
school is that?
Harrison Central High School.
It's in Biloxi.
Yeah.
So,
It's a station.
yeah, I'm maybe a juvenile's name. I don't know what the parameters are on lost property and a juvenile name, so I want to research that before we put his name in the paper.
Well, I won't put in a police report. I might make a note of it elsewhere.
Well, it's a 2009 class ring, so he wouldn't be a juvenile anymore.
2009.
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
He should be 18 or old.
yeah.
Yep. My daughter went to college at 16, so.
Oh, yeah. I'd say he played football. Besides that
That's what I
ring.
was thinking
Yeah.
too.
Let's hope so.
We're looking at a big boy.
Oh, yeah.
But at least she'll take the information from
Okay.
the